Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Leozhontai, not Hente, Leozhontai. So I'm just gonna do a account review of my own account. I seen a video of Dr. Diggs was, reviewing my account, well, my old one, and it was kind of harsh. But you know what? It's cool. I can take criticism, but it's all good. Everybody got their own opinions, and I respect his. I watched some of his videos. He does great work. But today I'm just going to show you from my own opinion about the reason why I have some of my equipment and TMRs and all this other crap I have. So let's get to it. First thing first, I'm going to talk about my units. So as you can see, I got a lot of level 99 units. A lot of them like Miranda, Catone. I don't know, Orlando, some of the old original, some of the old units that pretty much a lot of people have. The reason why I level up some of these characters is because some of them are underrated, like Ramada. She's one of my favorite units or favorite MRs. She's really good. So let's see. First thing first, we should check out Mastery. So, Mastery, I leveled up because I see a lot of people don't like her, and I like playing with some of the underrated characters, because I feel like sometimes you just gotta, try it out for yourself to see how you like it in your own, composition and your own builds. One, I love her TMR, freaking love it. I always love to experiment with like magic and healing and TMRs like that. And this is what I really want to experiment with because I love Ramza chant ability. I know y'all know about the chant ability and how much it can heal for. Some people, I heard it can heal for like 2,000 HP and stuff like that. Well, I leveled up her mainly first because I wanted the TMR and see how high I could, heal my units, especially give it to a person that can't originally heal. But then it can heal. It could, mess with the AI, and it could be something different. I don't like building my characters around like what everybody else like to build their characters around. Like everybody like to use Engelbert. I can show you my Engelbert. I haven't really leveled him. I got him late. I was never trying to pull for him. I got him late, and then when I was keep pulling and pulling, I got like duplicates of him. So. Like on other banners, I never pulled on Engelbert banner. So that's that. I leveled him up a couple times because I was gonna try and use him in tower, but I decided not to. I didn't need him. But I leveled up all my units, and the reason why I leveled up all my units is I just gave them like some of these little experiment boosts, and I leveled them up. Especially when I was doing all these grinding and stuff like that, it leveled them up. I usually like grind an auto battle, and that's that. Some of the units I am going to be working on is for one, I do hard missions on her to get her shards, so I'm getting close to there. I also bought her shard in the shop when she first came up. Bought all I think 60 shards of hers, and then. This MR is one of my favorite MRs. The reason why, it's not because it's white mage job. One, I love red mages. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I love red mages. I like how they're, very, they could do like pretty much everything, heal, damage. I just love it. But because of this move right here, this is why I stick them on green mage. This moves right here is just straight beast. Like, it is awesome. I love the moves. It's not the most damaging moves. Sometimes the most damaging moves ain't the best moves. This move right here is very underrated. It could lower your stats so far down. Like, it could lower the enemy stats so far down, and it's good for any composition, any team they're trying to build on, because it lowers all elemental resistance, which means any unit that hit that character that you lower his resistance on, you're gonna do extra damage on that person. So, Imperial. To me, this is the best green mage move out there. I freaking love it. And with the red mage and green mage, it's really OP because he can heal, he can do damage, he can support. You know, the only thing I'm waiting on for him is to turn off some of his like the bar fires and stuff like that, because the AI kind of do it when, you know, let's say the enemy team don't have any fire units, the AI still stupidly just keep throwing that out there and just waste your whole TP. So that's the only reason why I'm waiting for that to be that to turn on. You know, I know a lot of people walk around the white mage so you can cure, do a whole bunch of more cures and whatnot, but for me that's not my biggest thing about him. I got other units that can cure. I know Dr. Diz was clowning. I'm gonna go with my equipment real quick. I know he was clowning on why I didn't use the platinum rod instead of the healing rod. Well, I just found out, well, not too long ago, been probably like 3 weeks ago, that I found out that the healing staff, which I always thought maybe, you know, why doesn't the healing staff heals like other Final Fantasy games? Like, you know, like you smack an enemy and heals them. Maybe that would be too OP. But I found out on actually I was looking through Reddit one day and I found out that the healing staff, when you level up to +3, it will actually learn the Cura ability. This move, like Cura is good. The healing staff is good. It's very underrated. SR equipments are very underrated. It doesn't have that much magic. I mean, it doesn't have that much magic as the platinum staff, but most magic characters, they already have high magic already. So for me, this will be good on like black mages that can't cure and you want them to cure when there's no enemy, you know, attacking, or they're not in range to attack the enemy. So this move is very good for that, or this equipment is very good for that. So this is why I gave it on my Medina, because I want to experiment. I'm still working on it. I mean, I couldn't awaken it. I got enough materials and all that nonsense to do it. But the reason why I haven't done it is because at the time I was grinding for something else, and I probably will do it. I just got other equipment I'm working on too. Like sometimes I like hoard materials so I could eventually craft them or choose which one I want to craft. Like I love my sleep blade. I crafted it. It's really awesome. I love it. The sleep debuff and all that stuff. I really love it. So sometimes I pick and choose what equipment I want to craft. So I don't craft every single thing because I'll run out of materials eventually. I even crafted the golden helmet. The reason why I crafted the golden helmet was for Yerma. I wanted to increase her missile resistance. But I ran out of books at one point in time. But I could craft it now. But at one point in time, I ran out of books. So it's like a work in progress. You know, I got enough materials to craft this if I really wanted to. You know, to +5 and all that stuff. But sometimes I pick and choose. I know he was talking about my Mirage Vest. Mirage Vest is another underrated equipment because it have +12 defense on shield version. You know, gives good spirit, +12 defense, not bad HP, and it gives you more magic attack resistance. That is very good for if you want to make it more like a mage, more beefy, you know, to be able to take a physical hit. Right now, one of my favorite characters besides Thinker, because I'm a player of Final Fantasy 14, so Thinker is like the first unit I maxed out. But besides Thinker, one of my favorite units thus far is Miranda. Miranda, she could take a hit. She's even have the potentially to kill Sid, depending on how much AP you have. You know, and she could get 2 turns if she have like haste before she face Sid, even in like PvPs and stuff. So this is like my original comp team. This is what I usually use. As you can see, my Miranda has really awesome stats. You know, sometimes I put on I know he was talking about my vision cards, but sometimes I put on the thunder resistance with the ring, and it'll give me good resistance. As you can see, I got 10% resistance for lightning, 20% resistance for slash attacks. I know he was talking about also the Ochu card. It's a really underrated card. I mean, I know a lot of people, not a card, Esper. Is I know a lot of people don't like to. I like to experiment, but it's depending on what people say is not good. I like to see it for myself, and for me, I found out that it got a lot of slash resistance for one. This is just another. This is just another reason why I use Ochu. One, it gives the lightning resistance, which Miranda needs because there's a lot of Sids out there. And once I could easily boost up my lightning resistance even more, to give me an even more good chance to fight against Sid, or I could go the lightning eater route, So this is why I use this card a lot. At first, when I first got Miranda, I was using Golem on him, but I feel like it wasn't enough to survive Sid, so I decided to use because she still had a lot of Golem doesn't give slash resistance, so she still had a lot going against her. So when I take the slash resistance off, this is her stats. She got 10%, but it's still not enough. 50% for Sid. He's still gonna eat up Miranda all day, especially if he uses stronger AP moves. Miranda will be dead. So I decided to give out the Ochu to her because it gives out magic. She already got enough magic. I got some magic attack on my red mage sword the other day, my MR red mage sword, which is great for her. The only thing I need to work on is my equipment, which I can anytime I feel like it. I can work on it. I just be prioritizing grinding and getting some other stuff, because I do have a life also. I know I don't look like it, but I do have a life also, which will get there eventually. For me, I like to prioritize, different equipment to meet the standards, to meet the needs of different characters, because I got a lot of characters, as you can see. Pretty much got every single character that's out. I even got like Gilgamesh, a couple. I never trained Gilgamesh, but I got a couple of his shards from duplicates. I never pull for him. I never buy his shards in a shop because to me, I think that's a waste. So recently, I started. I think for the past 2 weeks, I started doing his one shard in the hard mode, and this is where it got up to. I got a lot of duplicates of him back in the day when I was like, nah, forget that. 500 for his 5 shards? Oh, hell no. So I never, pull for him or whatever. My next characters I'm going to be working on, I got 2, because I love spear users. As you can see, my Victoria, I'm just doing his daily hard shots. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of will to get Victoria. I didn't have good luck getting her. So by the time I got her, I got all those little free shards they give us for keep pulling for her and all that other stuff. But I work on her gradually. In the meantime, I usually just set them in the little guild thing where you get the little JP. I just make them, just sit in there and gather up my JP while I'm training other units. And by the time she gets to, because I'm running low on Awakening, because I am going to awaken Mastery to level 99 or her limit break, but she only have 3 more, well, a couple more. She got like 69 more. So I'm gonna make her a priority before Victoria. But besides that, my next units I'm gonna be working on is very underrated units, and it's gonna be spear users, both spear users. This is Aileen. She's very good, man. I know a lot of people don't really like her team anymore, but maybe that will be useful in the future, But I want to work on Aileen because a lot of people don't use her. She is a Sid killer. If you mix her with some other TMRs and stuff like that, she could be deadly. One, I'm just going to talk about the first thing I noticed, Drain Force. Drain Force is one of my favorite abilities. It heals and is very good for any character. I love to use it on my Katone when I first found out about it, and I just love Drain Force. I love spear users because people don't stack up the resistance towards spears that much. They usually stack up towards slash. So I am going to be using Aileen. Is going to be a priority next with Deldi or whatever how you pronounce his name. I'm gonna be prioritizing him too. The King of Leonis, I'm gonna prioritize him too. And I am pretty much is probably gonna make him either a samurai slash lancer, or I might have to go. I love mixing up with store. The monk version of that, so I can give more damage and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna be working on him because one, I need more fire units, heroes, and he's very underrated also. Let's see. She is also very underrated. I got her I got her maxed out because I was actually back in the day I was free matching one day when I was lower rank. I was free matching, and I saw somebody use her for the first time. I fought against her, and man, she's more troublesome than Mont. She was way more troublesome than Mont. She could heal, and I thought maybe if I use a little magic and all this other stuff and maybe boost up her magic, she could be a deadly counter to a lot of people. She's very underrated and she's a very good MR, probably one of the best. Ramada, I just love spear users, so Ramada was always going to be that unit that I was going to always, the MR unit that I really love using. I use her. One, I'm just want to talk about one of the moves she was using the other day. Where's that? One, I love Vacuum Slash. She got Steal Time. Very good unit. She doesn't do that much damage at first, but once you mess up with the Ice Spear or you use the other lance, I got the Ice Spear, so I don't have the other lance maxed out. When I first played the game, I didn't really get the whole equipment stuff, so I just completely maxed them out. I usually use this on before I got the Ice Lance, I just use this on, I didn't really use spear users at the time, so I'm eventually gonna, when they bring out the event again, I'm eventually gonna dismantle this and then redo it all and max out my, maybe use that as a crit spear since my Ice Lance is assault. Equipment, I think I'm doing alright. I just, like I said, just gotta max out some of my equipment. I got a lot of different equipment. Some of the equipment I want multiple of, so I can use it for multiple different characters. Some of them, I got a ton of sage hats. I just, like I said, I'm just debating which one I want to max out first. Like I got 188 sage hats, 290 gold armor. Even with the ice brands, I bought a couple of the ice brands. Right now, I'm focused on the cat claws. I'm going to be working on the cat claws because I want a monk character. And Xia, I'm working on her gradually and slowly. My vision cards now. I know he was talking about my vision cards. So, vision cards, I love Ramu. Reason why, there's a ton of sets. That lightning resistance up is ridiculous. Ramu for a mage card, Ramu don't have that bad of attack and magic attack. And you can use this on a card like on a person like Ramza, Miranda. Maybe they have some physical moves that you might be also you want to boost up their magic attack and boost up some of their physical when they do a physical move or whatever, so they can have very good diversity with some of these moves, and especially cards. So I love the Ramu card. I don't regret working on it. I think another underrated card I'm working on right now is this card, Path to Revenge. Love the artwork, but I want to work on this card because I don't really like this card because I don't like the bestowed effects. I like to mix up my abilities. I know this card got way more higher, probably attack HP slash attack up, but for me, I'm more of a defensive player. So when I saw the defense up, I knew that I was going to max out this card eventually. Because I was working on some of my other level 99 cards, so that's just the way to go for me. I'm just gonna max this out real quick, probably by the end of this event, these events and stuff, and I'll probably start working on my Ifrit card for some of my fire units that's going to be coming in the future. And then I just keep pulling for the UR in the shops. Where you have to buy like either 1,000 or 2,000 Visior. And I'm just gonna max that out once they keep releasing some more of those. And then other than that, I'm thinking about working on Golem. I'm even thinking about working on the second division of the King of Leonis, because I love the stash attack resistance. Sometimes I don't like using cards that everybody like to use, man. I know a lot of people like to use the Vow of Love. I really hate using that card because like I left it at level 1 because I just don't like it. I don't like a card that everybody uses. To me, it's just boring. And it's not. If I want to pull like on them, I just don't like the card, man. Like, it's a pretty decent card. I use it sometimes on like Guild Wars if I want them to target a specific person. But I feel like in the future they're gonna have more cards that have the hate plus, 5 and stuff like that on other cards. So I'll eventually wait for that one. But I want to use cards and abilities and moves and stuff like that a lot of people don't use. So I don't like to use things that are the common things in this game, like Engelbert, Ayaka, the whole composition. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody face the whole same team. When y'all face my team, I try to do something a little bit different, mix it up. I know a lot of people also use this MR card. I refuse to use it. It's gonna probably be one of those cards I just wait to max out later on. By then we have other cards. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna max out this card too for my spear users and mix it up with the Ifrit card. That would be awesome. Spear, Ifrit, have 80% attack, deadly. There's a lot of different things. I think it's a lot of people talk trash about some people cards and stuff like that, but I feel like this game, there's not a one set build, and I build my team differently the way other people build their teams. And I'm dominating arenas and all that stuff too, and I don't have to use Visior for those. My team could literally dominate arenas and all the other stuff. But I always keep switching up because I always want to keep learning of what different cards, combinations I could put on characters to make them survive. Like the Medina, I want to make her a healer, so I use the healing stuff. I'm probably eventually gonna max that out one day too. That's like one of my first SR equipments I'm gonna max out for the healing staffs, because I don't have, for one, maxing out the MRs are very expensive. Max out MR platinum staffs and all that stuff is very expensive towards your materials. Not saying it's impossible, it is possible, but it's very expensive. So I want to have multiple different staffs so I can use on different people, especially if I want to use 2 different magics. And another thing about the Ramuh card, I know there's an Earth Mage that's coming out. Yeah, there's gonna be that Earth Mage that's coming out, and the Earth Mage is gonna come out, and it's gonna be the perfect card for her. And I'm definitely gonna pull for her, and this is gonna be very good on that Earth Mage. That lightning resistance ain't gonna be doing shit towards her, and it's gonna really dominate her. I'm gonna dominate him once I use him. Let's see some other points. Also, for Miranda, keep going back to Miranda real quick. Once I use the Ramuh card on Miranda, Frederica, she can't really kill Miranda unless you have a lot of AP. Because if I use this in a combination, so I'll take that out, and I use this in a combination. Look at the resistance: 5% resistance to missile, 10% resistance to electric. Miranda right now got a high magic. She could keep curing pretty much until my other units like Lucia kills the Frederica. And people underestimate in that card, especially Ramuh. Ramuh is probably one of the best cards. Ever since I maxed out, I just fell in love with the Ramuh card. But it's pretty much, especially the Mobius card. Mobius card really helped out. At first I was like iffy about it, but once I was pulling I landed it, and I decided, well, if you're gonna land it, might as well max it. So that's what I did. I just hurried and maxed it. They had a lot of shards in the shop, so I just hurried and maxed it. It was actually one of the cheapest cards I maxed, way cheaper than the Ramza card for me. So I just hurried and maxed it. Right now, I am not spending that much Vizier on stuff because they offer the free offer walls, so I occasionally grind on the free offer walls. One is good to play other games sometimes, but this is what I got set up. See that? I did a long grinding on some of the stuff, you know, see what other games is out there. I'll show you some of my medals. So for my medals, I kind of hoard up. Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh, wait, did something just happen? I was like downloading something. I do not know. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that was weird. So for my medals. So for my medals, I usually save up and I spend it. Like I got Rob Horn maxed out with the medals because I just spend it on him. He was my first UR, and I just spent it on him to have it max him out. I think the next one I'm gonna probably do is Aline or OLD. I can't pronounce his name really well, but I'm pretty much gonna max them. You know, just keep saving up, and then what I usually wait for when I start pulling for stuff before I start using my medals, because sometimes you get like duplicates, and then if you already maxed them out or got enough of their shards, they will give you medals and stuff like that. So pretty much that's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting. I pull when it's time for pull, like when the other banners come out that I need to pull on. If I get duplicates, I save up the medals, and then eventually I just get that. Like that right there is 70 medals, you know. In the meantime, I just keep hitting the hard shops on the units I want to, you know, master LB on them. And then in the meantime, it's the same thing with my my shards for the UR Vision cards. I just wait, and then eventually I'm gonna max them out. Like I almost got enough for Shiva to max out Shiva. But I like to wait on those shops when they had spent a 2,000 or 1,000 Vizier for the 50 URs, and I'll eventually max them out when I want to. The reason why I maxed out the Secret of Heart was because I love the accuracy bonus on it, and I was getting tired of fighting some evasion team, and I know there's gonna be more evasion people that's gonna come out in the near future, so I made that a priority to max out. Especially it's good for my Katone. Let's see. Eventually I'm gonna max out this card and the spear for this card for the spear users, and just, you know, I'll do different combinations. But in the meantime, I just save this up, and then occasionally I just hit this and go straight down here, hit the growth eggs, and get a whole bunch of growth eggs if I get like duplicates, SRs, and random crap. But yeah, I don't know. I think I should cut this video short. Yeah, just don't sleep on the equipments for SRs and your Espers. Don't feel bad if, you know, you use different vision cards that a lot of people don't use. I dominate PvP by just using certain vision cards that some people just don't use or don't prioritize. You know, eventually I'm definitely gonna max this out when the next event come out, because when I first started playing, the event came out, and then yeah, I didn't know that everything is so limited, you know, and how I didn't know if it was gonna come around again. So I was like, damn it. Later on, when I started getting used to the game, I was like, damn, I should have maxed this card out. But this is gonna be our priority when that Think Grid event come out for me. It's one of the first cards I use. So I love it for my light units. And I'm definitely going to eventually work on my dark units, which is going to be Venera and this character, Whisper. Definitely going to work on them and work on different builds. If I work on Stern, I'm not going to pull for him now. I don't pull for none strikes now. Stern's one of those characters that I'm going to try to make it more survivability. I know a lot of Stern die very quickly. So I'm probably going to make him a Dragoon, don't use self-sacrifice, and try to build him differently than some other people. So see if he can survive a lot longer. Because I like characters that don't die that fast. You know, I don't like characters that die in one hit. To me, they're just irritating. You know, freaking love Rival. But yeah, I use a mixture of cards. I even used I know a lot of people don't use her, Etre, and I use her a lot actually. I'm trying to make her kind of a healer slash DPS. I don't know. I'm trying to, because I feel like there's a lot of unlocked potential about Chakra, and I'm going to try that. I'm going to try and make her let's see, like a cleric slash Chakra user. I don't know. This is one of those things I would wait till when you can turn off abilities and stuff. Or right now, you can keep her as a knight slash monk and just use her to break like people resist, you know, like lower people's stats down and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm working on a lot of characters, man. I just use different characters for different situations. Fina's gonna definitely be one of those characters I use over time. I'm definitely gonna work on her stats, and she got a lot of untapped potential. I don't see people, you know, really use her to her max potential. So I'm definitely gonna work on her eventually, surely. Another unit is Lilith. You know, I don't know a lot of people know this, but she also have reflex. She's got reflex down here. So I'm gonna make her like a knight slash bow user. I know there's a new UR Lilith, but she could also be really good, especially if you put on the Ifrit card on her. A lot of characters got a lot of untapped potential that they have, you know, even for SR units and MR. I'm definitely gonna work on him. So I use characters, especially let's see, him. He's one of my Lorenzo is one of my favorite units. He can be very tanky. You know, he got good abilities and master abilities and stuff. Definitely gonna work on him in the future. I just don't know when. You know, we're working on other characters, and sometimes I got to prioritize other characters than some other ones. But I'm definitely working on builds to kill Sid, because I know a lot of people are gonna keep using them over time, a lot. So I'm gonna work on a lot of different characters and abilities, depending on what teams other people are using. I'm not really too concerned about you know, Venera. That's why I work on my luck card, so I can give me some good accuracy. And when she come out, I'll just dominate her. And yeah, that's it. So hope y'all guys enjoyed the video of my account review, and let me know below what y'all think of my account and your thoughts. I know everybody got improvements they could do to their accounts, and this is just my account. Definitely gonna I don't spend too much money on this game. You know, I spend, depends on what I think is a priority, you know. And when I first played this game, I was spending stupidly, you know, but now I slowed down, especially since I maxed out a lot, and I'm just doing hard missions to max out some characters, and you know, because like I said, I got a life outside this game. But at the same time, I still like to be competitive. One last thing, I'm working on Exia, and instead of using Thief, I'm going to be using Lancer, because I want to do something different. I'm going to be working on Earth and Glory. I'm trying to build around the Earth and Glory move, and yeah, we're definitely going to see that. I put the effort on her, and I'm working on the cat claws just specifically for her. And over time, we're going to see. I'm going to be using different characters and arenas, and I could probably, if y'all want, I could do different arena battles and show you what some different team compositions that you can use in arenas that might be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video short because it's pretty long, but I hope y'all have a great day.